Hello guys, in this video I'm going to share some frugal tips that I absolutely love, and I'm also going to be doing some meal prep. So as you can see, I've got some avocado, lemon, onion and tomatoes. I'm going to chop all of this up to make a salsa whilst I share my tips with you guys. The first tip is very obvious, but I try to cook as many meals at home as possible because it's a lot more cost effective and obviously a lot healthier for my body as well. In terms of meal prep, I try to use up all of the ingredients I already have at home in the fridge in terms of fresh fruit and veg, and I also shop for what's on special on that particular week and cater my meal plan around that as much as possible. I also try to find fun and frugal activities as well in terms of recreation. For example, on this particular day, I went for an hour and a 15-minute walk just to get my exercise in, and then I come back and I film all of these cooking videos for you guys after my walk. That's kind of my new routine. And then after I finish all of my cooking and filming, I go for another walk after that. It just helps get my body moving, this exercise, and to me, it's fun and it's free. Quick insert here, guys. I'm squeezing some lemon juice into a separate bowl because it just makes it a lot easier for me to spoon out the seeds that way. I love having lemon juice in my little avocado tomato salsa, but I hate it when the seeds in there. So that's why I just squeeze all the juice in a separate bowl, add the salt, mix it, then I add it to the salsa after. Also, this is not a traditional salsa. I kind of just throw whatever I want together and turn it into my own little magical salsa. So guys, I'm just cutting into that avocado as well, and I love it when I open an avocado and there's no brown spots. As you can see, I'm doing my little avocado dance here. So I peel it, remove the seed, and then chop it. Fun fact about me is I don't like eating avocado straight up, so I can't just peel it and eat it as is. However, I do love having avocado with salt, lemon juice, and tomato. Back on the topic of fun recreational activities, what I generally do is research top 10, 15, or 20 parks or beaches that are nearby me within, let's just say, a 20-kilometer radius, depending on how much exercise I want to get in, and I cross those locations off as I go. For example, a hike that I actually really like going on is the Manly to Spit Bridge walk, and that's I think 9 or 10 kilometers each way. So I'll put those little locations on a list, and that's like a fun recreational activity that's pretty low cost. Let me know in the comments, guys, what are your favorite recreational activities that are considered low cost? Also, if you're a hiker or if you enjoy coastal walks, let me know in the comments, what is your favorite coastal walk or little hike? I would love to hear about it. Also, guys, I'm just making sure the avocado is coated really well in the lemon juice because I don't like it when my avocado goes brown. So I'm just going to mix that through. Now, normally when I buy cherry tomatoes from Coles, I normally cut them in half because they're quite big. So I started to cut these ones in half, but I realized the ones that I bought from my local fruit and veg shop are a lot smaller. So I didn't think it was necessary to cut up these little baby tomatoes. So I kind of just tossed it in and mixed it through. This little salsa of mine is going to be used in 2 different type of meal preps. I'm going to share that throughout this video. In total, I think I'm making 3 different meals for this week. So I'm going to cook off these chicken thighs. If you're regular, you know that I don't cook chicken thighs with oil because it's quite fatty. As you can see, the oil's being released. I slice up the chicken, add on my teriyaki glaze, got some avocado tomato salsa, and it's all served on rice. Next meal prep, I'm cooking chicken thighs again, no added oil. You can see a lot of fat is being released from the meat. I've got some frozen capsicums, smoked paprika, garlic powder, salt, and onions. That was the leftover onions I had from my salsa. And as you can see, once the chicken's cooked, I cut it up into chunks, toss in the onions and the capsicum, then cook that through. These capsicums were actually the fresh capsicums I got from my local fruit and veg shop, but I forgot about it. So it was in the fridge for a couple of days. So I sliced it up, chucked it in the freezer, and carrying it forward to this week. So I'm going to use that in this meal prep, as you guys can see. I've added in quite a bit of smoked paprika because I love it, loads of garlic salt, a little bit of regular salt, and I also added in some onion powder as well, but I think I did that off camera. So as I cook this through, I'm also heating up some of the Coles flatbread, which I absolutely love. Then I add in the chicken, capsicum, and onion mixture. This would be really nice as well if you make some like chipotle steak strips with onion and capsicum. You can put in whatever filling you like, really. Once my filling is on, I then add in my little avocado salsa. So it's got avocado, tomatoes, lemon juice, and onions. You can leave this out or add in some leafy greens depending on what your preferences are. Then I sprinkle on a little bit of cheese. It makes a huge difference. And I also add on a few dollops of sour cream. You can replace that with garlic aioli if you like. I've added sour cream because I purchased sour cream for another meal prep, which you guys will see next. And I had leftovers, so I just added it into the wraps. And as you guys can see, I'm moving on to my next meal. Beef stroganoff mixture there, mushroom, steak, onion, sour cream, and just follow along with me whilst I share my next few tips. So I highly recommend you guys have a game plan or a strategy with your grocery shopping. For example, lately I've been trying to buy my fruit and veg at my local green grocer because one, supporting a small business, two, it's more cost effective for me as well. However, I still do shop at your Coles and Aldi and Woolies, but my new strategy is going to be I'm only going to shop at Coles to pick up a few little things if I can't find it at other local shops, or when I get that offer of 10,000 flyby points. So sometimes I'll get a deal where if I spend $50 each week 4 weeks in a row, I get 10,000 flyby points, which is equivalent to $50 back. So pretty much 25% off your groceries. And when I do shop at your big supermarkets, I'm going to try to only buy things when they're on special. That leads into my point of stockpiling. A lot of sauces and like canned goods, I stock up on that when they are 30, 40, or 50% off. Some sauces that don't go on sale, like the garlic aioli, I'll also have a little stockpile of that, especially when I've got like a minimum spend at Coles to get the flyby points, because I've got to reach that anyway, so I might as well spend on products that I consume quite regularly. Now, I just wanted to remind you guys, don't buy things just to get the flyby points or Woolworths reward points. You need to be strategic with your shopping. I think I'm quite strategic with mine because I'm either buying products I'm going to eat this week, next week, or the week after. Now, a few of you guys have mentioned you don't get the 10,000 points flybys offer that much, and I think you asked me how often I get mine. I generally get those offers every 6 weeks, sometimes 8 weeks. If you're not getting those offers, send flybys an email or give them a ring just to see what's happening with your flybys account. And if that's still not working, then every time you go shopping at your supermarkets, don't scan your flyby card as often, because I probably get those offers because they're probably tracking what I spend in store. And if they don't give me those flyby offers, I tend to buy less, a lot less, or I don't shop there. They give you those little flyby points to keep you shopping at their store. The reason why I don't need to spend that much when I don't get those offers is because one, I have a stockpile at home. So if I'm not getting flyby points and there's no big sales in store, I don't necessarily need to do my grocery shopping as often. Yep, I might need to pop out to buy some fruit and veg every now and then, but I also have quite a bit of proteins and veggies in the freezer as well. I hope what I said makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know in the comments and I'll try to clarify that in a little bit more detail. That also leads into my next point. It's actually crucial for you guys to have a little stockpile, especially if you're low income, because it gives you a little bit more control in terms of your grocery bill. That way, let's just say you're making pasta once a week. If you have a little stockpile of pasta sauce that you got on sale, you won't need to pay full price for that pasta sauce every single week, because a sale cycle generally is 6 to 8 weeks in my local shop. That way you can just rotate what you have at home and then bulk buy when your items are on sale. Keep in mind to only stockpile things that you eat regularly and make sure you rotate it so your products don't go stale. You can also track your sales cycles for your local store because they might vary. Write down a list of items that you pretty much eat every week or every fortnight. Write down the price it normally is, and then write down the price it goes on sale for, and then track the period. So it might go on sale for a whole week every 6 to 8 weeks. Write that down so you can have a record for the next shop where you need to stock up on that item. After my flyby spin, I'm going to change up my shopping routine a little. I'm going to try and shop more at local fruit and veg shops and butchers, and then only shop at Coles and the big supermarkets when I get good reward points offers. But this is my finished product, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.